My dog's just staring at me. Molly, come here, baby. Hey guys. It's like 2:30 in the morning, and I can't sleep. Nothing's really changed. I haven't seen or talked to him since we kind of got in the argument about that he wanted to like come get his stuff. And we haven't talked at all. Today is Sunday. And I'm supposed to go out to KC with a friend of mine to go like shopping, like antiquing, and just get out of the house. And I haven't slept yet. And it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was doing really good. You know, you kind of force yourself to say, like, oh, it's for the best, and, you know, like, you weren't really happy, and, like, part of me wasn't, because, I don't know, but then you spent so much time with somebody, you've made a life with them, you plan to spend the rest of your life with them. And now it's gone. And I'm just feeling sad. Very, very sad. He's supposed to come Monday and get his stuff. Like, he's got, he's got some military stuff in the basement and stuff, so he's supposed to come get all that. I'm just not looking forward to that. Yep, so I'm just really having a hard time tonight. And I want to talk to somebody. I actually don't. I want to talk to him, but it's not going to do any good, you know? It's just going to be painful and awful and not pleasant. Because I know there's like no fixing things, and everybody's like, well, don't give up. Just keep trying, like, if you want things to work. But deep down, I think both of us don't. So deep down, like, I feel like both of us don't, but it still, like, hurts, if that makes sense. Like, I haven't come to terms with the fact that I don't want to work it out anymore. Or at least I haven't convinced myself that I don't want it to, because I know, like, deep down I was not happy. But then I was. It doesn't make any sense, and I don't know. And I think that's why I'm so upset. I feel crazy. I feel like it's like making me crazy. Like, I feel like a crazy person because part of me is like okay with it. And like knows it's for the best. And then the other part of me doesn't want to accept that and doesn't want anything to change. Like, the other part of me just wants everything to go back to normal. But I know it's not going to. And I know it's better this way. But I'm scared. Like, I'm really scared. I guess that's how I'm gonna start today's vlog. Just crying. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start today's vlog off with just some tears. And late night thoughts. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to get a couple hours of sleep, hopefully, so I can be up and we can go shopping and I can get out of the house because I've been cooped up in the house. When I wake up, if I end up sleeping at all, I'll vlog some more. Like, I think maybe some sleep will help. Yeah, so I'll be back, but with some more vlogs. I don't know. I'm gonna try and get some sleep though. I'm awake. I did end up getting some sleep last night. I went to bed maybe at like 4:30 and I woke up at 8:30ish, so got a couple hours of sleep. And now I'm just gonna hop in the shower and start getting ready. My friend is already on her way. She'll actually probably be here in, I don't even know what time she called. She said she was in Salina, which is about 2 hours away. So, and it's probably already been an hour since she called, so I've got to shower quick. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get ready. She wants to go to Kansas City, which is about like an hour away, to see if some antique shop is open today or something. We're just gonna hang out. I haven't seen her since all of this started. She knows about like the fight. We had a big fight the last time he was home before all this happened, to the point where I left the house. Like, I straight up just got up and left because I was just so frustrated. And I ended up calling her because I didn't know who else to call, and she just kind of helped me through it. So she knows about that, and she knows kind of what's happening, but she doesn't know everything, so I gotta judge all that shit up and fill her in, which I don't mind. You know, she's my friend. She's actually a really good friend, and I mean, she's worried about me, you know? And I think that's one of like the hardest things about this is everybody is just so worried about me, and they're like pretty much expecting me to be a hot mess and not functioning at all. Like, so like take it Thanksgiving as an example. When I showed up to my cousin's house, everybody was kind of like, I'm so sorry, you'll be okay, you'll get through it, blah blah blah, like, and just kind of very empathetic, but to the point where they were expecting me to be like very emotional. I don't know how to explain it, but it was kind of like everybody was expecting me to show up and just be this like depressed, crying person, and that didn't make me feel very good because I'm not. I do cry sometimes. I actually hadn't cried in quite some time, except for obviously last night. Because, you know, like I do know it's for the best, and I do know that I don't want to work it out. I don't even want to try, and he doesn't either, and that's fine, and it just wasn't right, and we tried, and that's all that matters. You know, I thought he was my one and only. I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with him, and I thought we were perfect together, but like I said, we had just so many different views on things, and I can't be with somebody like that. I can't be with somebody who's so opposed to my beliefs and my way of thinking, and just very closed-minded. And like, no offense to people that are, like, you have your beliefs, that's fine, but if you're going to spend the rest of your life with somebody and potentially have kids, that could be awful. I mean, if you have two very separate belief systems trying to raise a child, it's gonna get messy. It's not gonna work. And it doesn't really have anything to do with religion, because he wasn't religious, and not because he didn't believe, but because he didn't know enough to believe. And I get that. I was fine with that. I am religious. I'm a Christian. And I did ask him. He did say that he would go to church with me, and I didn't really You know, he's gone so much that it was just really hard to find one and then get him to go with everything, because when he would come home he would have drill, or he would have go see his parents, or just, it was just a mess. And so we never did that, and I was fine with that. But with other things, when it's not even, you're not even admitting that you don't know, when you're just so close-minded and just so closed off to everything around you, I'm not okay with that. When we first got married, I thought that he was very open-minded, and I thought that, you know, this was something that there were things that we could talk about, that we could grow together and be able to at least talk about stuff. So, because I'm very open-minded, and if you explain something to me and I see it your way, then obviously my mind's open to it. And he wasn't like that. He was very against homosexuality. So yeah, and it's just, I didn't like that, you know what I mean? And very derogatory, and like in public, and just making very rude comments and hurtful comments and just nasty comments about that kind of thing, and about transgender, and I'm not okay with that. I love everybody, and I feel like everybody, you can do what you want, like, it's your life. And I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with maliciously, viciously, and purposefully hurting somebody with your words like that. I can't accept that, and so that's, again, why I feel like this is for the best. We weren't meant for each other. I can't be okay with that. I can't just accept that, because that's just not okay. And in my sociology class, we had a guest lecture. She was a transgender woman who struggled and struggled and struggled and struggled her entire life. She didn't transition until her late adult life. But at a very young age, she knew that she was not a boy. She was not meant to be a boy. But it was hard for her, and at a very young age, she even took a razor blade to her own penis, and it was amazing hearing her story and hearing her talk, and just seeing somebody and hearing somebody that could overcome that and come out the other side happier and better, and just living their truth was so beautiful to me. And I came home, he was home at the time when I had this guest lecture, and I came home wanting to talk about it and tell him about this amazing story and this amazing woman that I met in my class as a guest speaker, and he didn't want to hear any of it. He made some heteronormative asshole comment, and that set me off. That was actually very recently, and that was another one of those things that pushed me away, because I'm trying to talk to you about this, you know? And he's basically saying that it's a choice, and that she's wrong. Gender only comes down to X and Y chromosomes. It only comes down to biology. And so I started telling him, I'm like, scientists are finding out that gender is not just biology. It's not just an X and Y chromosome anymore. There's so many more factors that go into it. And he just was, no, that's not true. And I straight up told him, I was like, my sociology professor is not standing up in lecture just spewing out theories and myths and just other bullshit. These are scientific facts. These are proof. These are legit. Like, and he wasn't accepting it. He would not let me talk, and he just shut me down, ignored me, turned his head, changed the subject, and I was like, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. And I couldn't do it. So I don't know how I got on that tangent just now, but I really need a shower, because she's gonna be here shortly. Come here, baby. You wanna see? Oh, hi, baby. Oh. Okay, I'm getting in the shower.